I really cannot get over how close this table is. Annoyingly, though, it's more towards the bottom half, which is exactly where we are right at this moment in time. Couple of decent results in a little Christmas period. Right on our way again. Hello guys, David here and welcome back to episode number 62 of Hometown Hero here with Salisbury FC. In today's episode we'll be at home to Coventry City and we'll be away from home to Plymouth Argyle. I feel like we've played at Plymouth a few times on camera now, but no matter, doesn't really cause any issues to be honest, because I want to try and get the good games in there, and these are two games that are very important to our season. Two teams fairly close to us in the table. Coventry are 20th, Plymouth are 16th, but importantly, one team, Coventry, is 3 points behind us, Plymouth is 2 points behind us. As you can see, 36 points down to 29, really. I mean, to be honest, from 8th down to 21st is really close. Like, there's, what, 8 points in between them? That's stupid how close that is. These guys have all disappeared up on the top. They're kind of disappearing off with it. It's very, very close down at the bottom, and we are beyond the halfway point now. So it's really starting to take shape. We need to start scoring some more goals, conceding a few less if we can. That would be good. Since you were last with us, of course, the games we played in Monday's episode were against Ipswich Town and against Blackpool. Are both away from home. Of course, we lost to Ipswich, a little bit disappointing to lose so late on in the game from that free kick from Jack Theobald, and then a good win against Blackpool. Since then, we've been a bit kind of up and down, to be honest. Loss against Preston, that wasn't unsurprising. They are a good side. A defeat, a draw against Carlisle, another draw against Shrewsbury. That was probably the most disappointing result because we really should be winning against teams like that. A good little victory against Colchester, although it was 2-1 for quite a while, and I was always a little bit worried. I've only just noticed that. Oh no, I do remember he got sent off. I do remember that. And unfortunately, we're out of the FA Cup at the first attempt. So we lost in the first round at home to Bolton. Very late goal coming in from them. Very disappointing. Didn't even fill Victoria Park. So it wasn't even a full capacity crowd, which was really frustrating as well. So we could have got more money out of it, but we didn't. A win against Wimbledon, and then two defeats on the spin. One against Crewe and one against Sunderland. Both of which are pretty high up in the table. You can see Crewe and Sunderland go, 5th and 2nd respectively, which is quite impressive for them. I'm not sure. No, we won't get to the transfer window in this episode, so we will skip on. In fact, no, we're not going to play Plymouth because I'm confident we played them before. Let's have a quick look back through. I'm pretty sure we have on camera. I think it was this game. Might have been one of the first two games of the season. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think we played them before. What we're going to do, because I want to see if we can get some new players in before the transfer window starts as well, we're actually going to do the Coventry and the MK Dons game. We'll change it up a little bit because we play a team we've definitely not played before. I've got a terrible memory for this sort of stuff, so I can't remember if we've played Plymouth or not before. One thing I'm pretty confident of, though, is that we've not played Coventry, who we're playing today. Good thing as well, although we've still got a few people still on the treatment table, we are bringing back a handful of players. Rollins is now out injured. I say he's out injured. He's got the flu, bless him, so he's out for this game. Brennan is nearly back. He's scheduled to complete rehabilitation soon, as is Mark Davies, I believe. I think he's a week or so away. 3 days, there you go. Charlie Taylor is back. He's not fit yet, but he's training, which is good. I think he's retiring at the end of the season. Yeah, he retires at the end of this year, which is a little bit disappointing. Stretch Armstrong is back. So yeah, we're getting back to a full strength side, which is what we need. One thing I do need to make sure is the case. Yes, Paddy Blackman not playing in this game. Not played very well in the last few, to be honest, since getting his new contract, but he wants a rest because he's a tired lad. He'll tuck it out, bless him. So Okonkwo is going to be in goal. Back four is going to be Sesse, Lovell, Butler and Russell. Stretch Armstrong, Doherty, Perry and Kessler is the midfield for Aaron Owen and Sam Rodber playing up top as per usual. Doherty's been back in the squad a bit recently. We've been thin on the ground for centre mids. Obviously with Davies out as well. I am desperately trying to get a new centre midfielder in. Doherty's actually pleased he's getting game time now, so he's withdrawn his transfer request, but we desperately need to improve that position, I think. And what's his name? McCreevy, I can't remember what his first name is. The centre forward I showed you in the last episode, he is joining, and that's another reason why I wanted to do the MK Dons game instead, because I want to see if we can get him into the side, and if he's good enough, maybe he'll start that game. maybe he'll get 6 goals and he'll become a Salisbury FC legend straight off the bat. But Kessler on the right hand side, that's a lovely ball in. Oh, how has Stretch Armstrong not put that away? That is absolutely woeful from the left mid there. And oh, goodness me, they've hit the post. That was a squirmy little corner routine from us there. Not the best defended you'll ever see. I don't know how Stretch. He should have absolutely leathered that, because that was one of the most beautiful crosses I've ever seen in this game, and he didn't do anything with it, which is annoying. Owen plays it forward though, finds Sam Rodber. Can he finish? He can't. He has not had his shooting boots on, has Sam Rodber, in the last handful of games, and that typifies it. That is such a frustrating miss from him. He really should have scored that one. He did exactly the opposite of what I wanted. He did what I wanted Stretch Armstrong to do. He twatted it. Stretch Armstrong didn't, when he probably should have done, and Sam Rodber probably shouldn't have smacked that one, but he did. Very annoying. We've had the key chances though. I mean, technically, they've hit the posts, they've had the better chance, but we've had 2 good chances. Rodber nearly gets through there after Kessler's little pass. Doherty picks it up though, finds Aaron Owen. Stretch Armstrong back to Doherty. Nice little dink over the top. Kessler, can he get another ball in? He's put a couple in so far. Doesn't manage it that time. We do need Brennan back on that right hand side. We are missing him, I feel, a little bit. Russell, good defensive work there from that man. He's been playing fairly well at the right back position, to be fair. Kessler, dink over to a Stretch Armstrong. Switch to play. Can he get a ball in? He can. Rodber. Oh. Only out to Perry. This is good. A bit of pressure. Stretch Armstrong's in this time. Oh, again. Why does he go there? Why are you trying to get in the near post? Goodness me. No wonder you're not scoring if you're trying to squeeze a shot in there at the near post. That is ridiculously difficult to do. Goodness me. He's had an absolute shocker, and I bet Charlie Taylor can actually come on. I think, yeah, we'll bring him on. I'm going to bring off Aaron Owen and replace him with Tommy Wright. Favoured personnel at Salisbury FC, apparently. You might remember that from Monday's episode. Ball comes in for Coventry. It comes out. Oh, and Okonkwo's got good hands to hold on to it. He's got the Velcro on his gloves tonight and hoofs it forwards. Really frustrating that you try and work a ball out and that happens. You give it straight back to them. They recycle and go again. And this is on the edge and that's going in. It's that classic goal. We've conceded quite a few of them with Salisbury FC, haven't we? Normally comes from a free kick, in fairness, but that one came from open play. Really annoying. Shouldn't be losing this game. Very frustrating. Okonkwo from the goal kick. Rubbish free kick. Goal kick, rather. Lovell gets it to Wright Taylor. Oh, that's a naughty one. That's a second yellow. He's going down to 10. Coventry down to 10 men for the final 18 minutes of this game. Hopefully we can get something. I mean, we're not going to get anything off of that free kick, but worth a try anyway. Not really got anyone we can bring on there. It's just started to biblically decide to start raining outside my house, which is good. We're going to bring on Thistleton on the right-hand side. I've not really got much else we can do, and I'm going to bring Butler off just because he's on a yellow card. And now we're going to go attacking and try and force the issue here. We're not going to. I've made the changes. This is going to be that classic make the changes, nothing happens circumstances at the end of these kind of games. Here you go. End of the game. Not even a single highlight to sniff at. Very frustrating. Moving on to MK Dons. Not happy. Go home. Think about what you've done. You've been rubbish in that game. You should have scored with 4 or 5 chances that we should have put away. Owen's had another goal drag. He's had 2 of them already so far this season, which tells you all you need to know. Frustrated, annoyed. MK Dons. Okie dokie then, sports fans. Second game of the episode. It has cleared up in my house. Well, I say in my house. It didn't rain in my house, but it is nice and sunny outside now, and hopefully that means the sun is going to shine on us ahead of this game against MK Dons. In the middle of these two, we did lose 2-1 to Plymouth, which was very frustrating given we were 1-0 up. And before actually going to the team, we've had a few new players join us. A couple on loan, 1 on a permanent transfer. Of course, you knew about Matt McGreevy. He is now joined, and I'm very pleased he has. Brilliant finishing, great first touch, decent header. He's only 5'9", but that'll be all right. Great technique, composed, good decision making, quick as well. Love that. Exactly the kind of credentials I want a striker to have. And if I remember correctly, the last time I got a Northern Irish striker, on a Salisbury save that I did on Football Manager. That was Football Manager 2020. He fired me from League One on a free transfer all the way to the Champions League. So if omens are anything to go by, Matt McGreevy is going to be a name you will want to remember. As well as that, if you want to rename Matt McGreevy as yourself, because as I mentioned, it's been a while since I've mentioned this, to be honest, and apologies to the Stars Appeal charity for not talking about this much before, but we've not really had much in terms of youth quality come through. So if you want to take over any of the in-game newly generated or new gen players that pop up, they've got those weird AI faces like Matt has here. If you want to become one of them, you need to jump into the description. You need to get on that Stars Appeal link, that just given link in the description. £5 minimum. Anything more than that is fantastic, but spare what you can. If you can donate a £5, let me know. Once I've got it, we'll email and we'll get it sorted out so that you can replace these players in the game, because we've got quite a few of them now, and you are welcome to any one of them on a permanent deal. That's fine. Just got to donate that £5. That would be awesome if you want to do that. Wes O'Connell, he has joined us on loan from Notts Forest, really just to shore up the centre-half position. I think we've struggled a little bit there, plus it gives Lovell a bit more licence to play at left-back if he needs to, and we've got cover there, which is quite nice. And then Liam McAvoy has come in to shore up the midfield. He's coming on loan from Bristol Rovers. I think, yeah, he's still got a while left in his contract with Bristol Rovers, but it's a good option for us. We can see what he's like. We're only paying £900 a week for him. He's not exactly expensive. And yeah, hopefully he'll do a roughly decent job for us. Well, again, brave player, good stamina on him, well, as the name says, good ball winning midfielder, which is nice to see. So yeah, 3 players coming in. All of them are in the squad for the game. 2 of them are starting, and I'll come to them in a second. But before we do that, Okonkwo is going to be starting goal. Sese, Lovell, Sutcliffe and Kessler, the back 4, as you come to expect at this point. Stretch Armstrong, McAvoy, Perry and Blackman is the midfield 4. So McAvoy comes in for his first start for the club on loan for Bristol Rovers. And then Aaron Owen and Matt McGreevy start up top for us today. Sam Robber drops to the bench because, as you can see, that form, not great. Not good at all. We do have to be careful though, because McGreevy is already suggesting he needs a rest. So we do just need to be a little bit careful of that. But we probably won't play him the full game. We'll just see how he gets on, really, just to give us a bit of a flavour as to what we can expect from him going forwards. But yeah, away from home from MK Dons, I was actually hoping we were going to come into this game and it could have been a chance for us to really kind of fight with the team further up the league, which they are at the moment. I think they're in 8th or 9th. They're in 9th, yeah, but then we lost both our games, so that didn't really come to it. Kessler, though, with a ball in. McAvoy, oh, it's an early chance. Oh, he really had so much space there. He probably should have done better. We're actually still only 12 points off the playoffs, but as you can see, level on points with quite a few teams who are in the relegation mire, shall we call it. So a win here, albeit unlikely, would be massive for us if we can get one. Aaron Owen gets it from the throw-in back to Sese. Can he get a ball into the mixer? He finds Lovell. He shouldn't be shooting from there. He's a centre-half. What are you doing, man? And he's lost it. And now MK Dons are going to go up the other end, and they're probably going to score, because that's what happens. Oh, he's at the post. Oh, Kessler's just about managed to get rid of it. Goodness me. That was very close indeed. Looks like we've got a good following with us from Salisbury on this game, which is nice. MK Dons, what, about 2.5 hours up the road? I would think. A303, M3, M25, M1. Yeah, about that. Fair enough. Well, that's good. But in the first half, I mean, look at that. We've been all over the chances in this first half. We've just not managed to convert anything as of yet. But that's a good first half performance, I would say, based on that. We're not doing too badly, I think. No. I don't want to say I'm pleased with how things are going. I'm going to say do it for the fans, because we've just talked about how many of them have turned up today. So let's do that, shall we? I say we just got to keep an eye out for players just getting a little bit tired into this second half. Like I say, McGreevy is one we're keeping a keen eye on. Ball comes in from Blackman. What's happening here? Well, went a little bit stuttery there, which is a bit weird. Blackman, another ball. Oh, McGreevy was on the end of it. Couldn't get to it though. Sutcliffe picks it up. Perry finds Aaron Owen. McGreevy! Oh, and it's debut. McGreevy, you absolute legend. Oh, go on, lad. Go on. Matt McGreevy has scored on his debut. That looked like a goal that was just never going to end up in the back of the net, but Sutcliffe plays Perry. Owen dinks it off to McGreevy. First time touch. What a touch from that man. What a finish. And we're 1-0 up against MK Dons. That is a huge goal. in our season, I would think, if we come towards the end of the year and we are still above water, because that is massive for us indeed. And it's the new man. The new man's come in and he's immediately made a stamp on things. Oh, that was a little bit squirty from a Conquo there. McAvoy's not really played too well, but Davies can come on there and he can come in and do a job because he's back and really almost fully fit now, which is nice. So him and Perry can play in the middle of the park and try and dominate proceedings a little bit. McGreevy can now come off because he's played his time now. And I'm going to bring Lovell off and I'm going to bring on Wes O'Connell for a bit of a run out as well for the final 20 and see if we can shore out this game. Come on. We're going up to 16th as it stands, 2 points ahead of Carlisle, who are currently in the final relegation zone place with a game in hand over them as well, which is a huge benefiting factor at this moment in time. Rodber, Owen, Perry, out to Stretch Armstrong. Can he find a man? He can find Blackman. He can find Perry. Can he finish? Oh, that was so nicely worked up until that point. Just couldn't find the finishing touch. But I tell you what, on the shape of things, I feel we've deserved this result. And if we get it, which we do, come on. Huge result in the grand scheme of things. People have written us off. Matt McGreevy, debut goal. Go on, son. Fair play to you, lad. Look at all of those ratings. Did you see those? I'll go back to see him in a second. That puts us up to 15th in the league as well. That is massive. Look at the report. Is it the report that I want to look at here? Is it this one? Look at that. 7.2, 7.3, 7.2, 7, 7.2, 7. Look at all of those. Even O'Connell came on and got a 7. McAvoy, Lovell and Stretch Armstrong letting the side down a bit. Come on now, lads. But that is a huge, huge victory. So pleased with that. I will give these both the rest and I'll sort that out myself in a minute. But, oh, goodness me, we needed that big time. Hopefully that injection of new talent into the squad, be it on a free transfer on loan, will help us throughout the rest of this season. For the next episode, we'll come back for the Swansea. Have we played Swansea on camera before? I can't remember. Played them on the 10th of October. We might well have... I don't feel like we played that. No, we definitely didn't play that one. Surely I would have remembered playing that one online. And you guys seeing it. So we'll come back for the Swansea and the Wickham games, I think. Maybe we'll come back for Swansea and Mansfield because we played both. We played Wickham a few times before. So we'll come back for Swansea and Mansfield. They are in our area of the table. But for now, that's it for the episode. Huge victory in the second game. Really, really needed that. Hopefully we can kick back on and get some more points towards the back end of this year. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up as always, guys. That'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And remember about that link in the description for the Just Giving if you want to take over a player in the save. But that's going to be it from me today, guys. Have a wonderful next couple of days and I'll see you again on Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.